Hey everybody, welcome back to The Stuff of Legend. My name is D-Lo and I've got another fan casting video for you today. Today we are going to be fan casting Kyle Rayner, the Green Lantern. And he is a very special Green Lantern. He is the one that has done it all. And actually there was a instance in the comics where Hal Jordan, the great Hal Jordan, everybody's favorite Lantern, was temporarily deemed insane and kind of went full villain on everybody and started destroying his hometown. Now, Kyle Rayner was the one to kind of pick up the pieces after that for a little bit, and a lot of people fell in love with him. So I wanted to go ahead, now that the HBO Max series is coming, I wanted to make sure that we got a chance to fan cast this epic character. And I'm going to just basically do it as a Green Lantern fan cast because that's where he starts out. He doesn't start out doing a ton of different things. And in fact, if you don't know too much about him, I won't spoil too much. He's a Green Lantern. That's all you need to know. Let's go ahead and jump into this fan cast. So let me go ahead and shift my screen. There we go. What's up, guys? You might have noticed there's a little bit of a different vibe, different feel, different look going on right now. I am trying a couple of different things right now. Let me know if you guys enjoy this foreground background separation thing I've got going on right now. Bit of a makeshift, but I'm working on getting things ramped up with tech as my knowledge of filmmaking and streaming broadcasting is starting to progress. I'm learning more and more, so bear with me, be patient, and I appreciate all feedback. All criticism is welcome. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and jump right in to the fan cast of Kyle Rayner. All right, what's up, guys? So today I'm going to be starting with Zachary Quinto. I'm going to try to keep myself to 30 seconds on the clock because I tend to ramble, but you guys get the gist, and I think you guys are pretty familiar with these guys here in this fan casting video. So 30 seconds on the clock. All right, first up is Zachary Quinto. He's a little bit older, 43 years old. I want Kyle Rayner to be a little bit younger. You will see a lot of my castings are in the 30s. They can still play characters in their 20s, but nevertheless, I would really love Zachary Quinto to get a shot at this character. He's amazing in Heroes. He was amazing in the Star Trek franchise. I think he would do a really good job playing this character. Very artsy character, but also warrior type, which is not so indifferent. I mean, artsy, not so much with the Spock character, but a warrior type for sure. I think that'd be really fun. So 6'1", 43 years old. I'm already over time. I'm going to go ahead and just flip over and just show you. You can see if you Google Zachary Quinto, Kyle Rayner, the image of the fan casting summit does come up. This was not by design. It just happens to be so. Apparently, there's not a whole lot of fan casting for him in this area. Taking about double time on this one for the alarm for the 30 seconds, but whatever. Wanted to get this for you guys anyway. So really talented actor. A lot of people have him on the list, on fan casting lists to play other characters like Tomar Ray. But I think he would, I mean, even if he does play Tomar Ray, I do think he's still a good choice to play Kyle Rayner. A little bit old though. So let's go ahead and go down the list to the next character. Next character is Tyler Posey. Now, Tyler Posey is 29 years old, and he is 5'10". This guy, I think, is ideal for the role of Kyle Rayner. I would love to see him get a shot at this on HBO Max. You guys know him from Teen Wolf, Truth or Dare, Made in Manhattan. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Made in Manhattan. That was kind of a lazy way to do it. Like, you know, people say Saturday Night Live. They say Saturday Night Live. They don't say Saturday Night Live. They don't pronounce the consonants in any of it except for the beginning and end. So they just go Saturday Night Live. That's how people say it. That's kind of how I just did Made in Manhattan. I just skipped it all. Anyway, Jane the Virgin. You guys know him from a bunch of different things. Really, really good actor. I like him. I like his style too. And I think he looks a great deal like the part. I'm not the only one who's seen this. A lot of people have done this fan casting before, many even before me, but I did some art for it as well. So that you guys can see here, this is my art from the Fan Casting Summit, so you guys can take a peek-see. Kyle Rayner, this is what it would look like as Zachary Quinto, and this is what it would look like with Tyler Posey. Now, my art is not the best, and at the time of the making of this video, I wasn't paying too much attention to shadowing. So unfortunately, it does kind of pop off and look a little bit odd, but it is supposed to be a construct of will, which is the Green Lantern power. So I think maybe that kind of works a little bit in my favor, as it's supposed to glow and not actually cast shadow. So that's one thing to consider. But nevertheless, what do you guys think about this quick art? And it was quick. It probably took me like, I don't know, 15 minutes, maybe 20 to do the both of them once I had the the template made. So you guys tell me what you guys think about this one. I really appreciate it. Hey, what's up, guys? I got chat going on here. Gordilio, hello, he says. Hello, my brother. How you doing? And Nerdy Blurb TV, hey, he says, I dig and agreed. What's up, dude? It's good to see you here. Man, it's kind of late. You must be up editing pretty late or very, very early where you're at. I know you're a little bit of ways away in the great state of Utah. I'm out here in Corruptifornia as the state's kind of falling apart. But nonetheless, Gordilio says, I'm back. My internet went off. Oh, hey, it's good to have you back, my brother. Those things happen from time to time. As long as it doesn't happen to me while I'm streaming, we should all be fine. And you're welcome back anytime you want. So, what do you guys think about this art? Let me know what you guys think. And check out the Fancasting Summit if you haven't already. We did that already. Got 30, I think, how many people was... Might have been 30 people together. Might have been a little bit less. Might have been a little bit more. From Instagram together to cast our top 2 favorite actors for all of the Green Lantern roles. And so we've done, I think, 2 of those already. Fancasting for Green Lantern Part 1, Fancasting for Green Lantern Part 2, and there will be more coming. So hang on and check those out in the meantime. So next up, we've got Stephen R. McQueen. I'm going to set the clock. I really have to start sticking to these clocks. Okay. Sorry, I keep bumping the mic, guys. I'm actually going to pick the mic up a touch. There we go. Okay. That's a little bit better. Yes. All right. So I'm going to reset that clock. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I know, like, this new setup, I'm trying to position everything, and my mic is a little bit close to my keyboard. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get proper lighting the way that I want it and all that stuff. So you guys rock. 6 foot tall, 32 years old, Stephen R. McQueen. A lot of people had him pegged to play Nightwing. Now, with Nightwing, I think this is a very good call to have him play Nightwing at some point. I would love that very, very much. But if he doesn't play Nightwing, I think the guy from Piranha 3D, Minutemen, Home by Spring, The Vampire Diaries, Chicago Fire, Medal of Honor, plenty of others. I think he would be a really good call for Kyle Rayner as well. Now, I would definitely want him to grow his hair out. I feel like the hair is one of the #1 iconic pieces to the character of Kyle Rayner. So you got to go jet black and you got to like kind of slick it over to the side. Kind of a little bit to the effect of what I'm doing now, except for a little bit longer and a little bit more forward, like off the top, a little taller. You know what I mean? So I would love to see that. Stephen R. McQueen, I do enjoy his acting. I think he's good. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. All right, next up, we've got David Henry. Those of you who grew up on Disney Channel probably saw this guy from The Wizards of Waverly Place. This is the year. He was also on Little Boy and Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Grown Ups 2, and plenty of others. I really like this guy. He's funny. He's enjoyable. I loved him on all the Disney Channel stuff that I saw him on. 5'11", 31 years old. This is not very old. He's actually really, really young looking even. So even for his age, he looks quite younger. I would love to see David Henry get a shot at this. Take a look at this. He does look a great deal the part. I mean, like, you see, like, first, let me show you this. All right, look at this image here on the right. And look at that face right there. You guys see that? I'm going to see if I can get it perfectly lined up. These two right here. Right there. This one and this one. I think that's a match. To me, that looks spot on. I enjoy it, and I do love his acting. I would love to see him get a chance to play a superhero. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you guys think that David Henry would be a good pick for Kyle Rayner? I've got plenty more picks where that came from. So let's continue on. Next up, we have Darren Chris. Let me go ahead and get rid of all these notifications. Notifications cleared. Okay. Hopefully that does that. All right, so then we have Darren Chris. I'm going to set the clock, 30 seconds. I've been going way over on these anyway. The clock's just a reminder for me not to go 2 or 3 minutes per guy. So, 5'8", 33 years old, from San Francisco, not far from where I'm at. And Glee, Hollywood, American Crime Story, American Horror Story, which is also where Zachary Quinto is also from. Glee, the 3D concert movie. Midway, Superman, Man of Tomorrow. He's in a bunch of stuff. I think he would be a really friggin' fantastic Kyle Rayner. He looks really close. Not necessarily as close as like some of the other picks. Like I think Tyler Posey looks a little bit more like him, but he's not far off. And I do think that this is a good fit. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. All right, next up we've got Dylan O'Brien. Everybody seems to like this guy. I really like this guy. I think 5'10", 29 years old is ideal for this role. I would love to see him get another shot at something epic, something awesome. You know what I mean? I mean, he was in the Maze Runner franchise, which was, I thought, pretty good. And Teen Wolf. I haven't seen Teen Wolf. I've seen some clips. Maybe I will get around to watching it. I mean, 2011 to 2017. Might be worth the watch. Who knows? But American Assassin. I've heard really good things about that. I haven't seen it. It's on my bucket. It's on my list of things. Not bucket list. I'm not going to die anytime soon. I want to see that movie soon. So I want to see American Assassin. My wife doesn't like watching these things. So like she doesn't like watching a lot of like war stuff or anything with like excessive violence, or well, that's excessive to her. But we watch all kinds of superhero stuff, but like Assassin, that didn't really draw her attention. So I was like, oh, I would love to see something with Michael Keaton in it. And I like Dylan O'Brien. Let's watch it. She's like, let's watch something else tonight. So I'm going to probably have to watch that with the boys at some point. All right. So let's take a look-see. There are other people who have fan cast him. But usually in groups, there's not a whole lot of edited art that I've seen. But this image here does look a good deal. Kind of like what Dylan O'Brien, his shape, his figure would probably look like. I mean, obviously you have to beef up a little bit. Comic book arms are always huge, which is a good thing. I like that. And but I think that he's got a good look for it and a great personality. I like the characters that he plays. I think he could do a good job. In fact, I think he's actually getting to a place where, you know, I wouldn't put him as a Hal Jordan, but I think that you could make that work if you wanted to go for a younger take on Hal Jordan. But Kyle Rayner, yes, I think that's spot on. Anyway, next up on the list, you guys tell me what you think about Dylan O'Brien. And now let's get on to David Castaneda. David Castaneda. Castaneda. I think that's how you say it. David Castaneda. There you go. 30 years old. And it doesn't list his height here, but that's okay. Actually, you know what? I think I did take a note for that. Maybe it's not listed because he doesn't want it listed, but David Castaneda. No, he's 5'11". That's pretty tall. That's like above average. Above average for America anyway. But yeah. This guy was great in the Umbrella Academy. I would love to see him in another superhero role, namely this one. And there's plenty of others that I think he could fit as well, but just for the sake of it, I wanted to get him on the list. Kyle Rayner, maybe not the most matched. I've only seen him in the Umbrella Academy, which is a very different character role than what we would want or see in Kyle Rayner. However, I like him. I think I would love to see him play something that's a little bit less aggressive. Because Kyle is he is a warrior. He's a guardian. And I don't mean guardian like Guardian of Oa, but he is a Green Lantern. His nature is that of a guardian, not a attacker, not someone who is violent by nature, but a guardian, a protector. I think this one could work, and I would love to see him get the role. Obviously, I would want to see clean shaved, and I would want to see hair a little bit longer. And yeah, I think it could turn out pretty well. What do you guys think? Maybe that one doesn't fit as well. Maybe you guys think, hey, let's give it a shot. Or maybe you're like, heck yeah, I'd love to see that. Or you'd like to see maybe Kyle presented in a slightly different way. Let me know what you guys have to say about that down in the comments. And I think we did get a few more comments, so I'm going to jump to the next image right after we take these live comments real quick. So it says here, Nerdy Blurb TV says, haha, you know me very well, LOL, editing all night. Heck yeah, dude. I can't wait to see what you're editing, bro. The best editor on YouTube is in my comment section right now. It's Nerdy Blurb TV. You've got to check him out on YouTube. His videos are freaking sick. And he's got a new project coming up that you can get involved with as well. It is called Nostalgia Wars, and it is a nerdy trivia competition that you can be a part of. You've got to check it out, and you don't want to miss it either. It's going to be really, really cool. I've seen some of the teasers, some of the trailers already. You've got to see these guys. His editing is off the chain. You're not going to believe it. It's going to be freaking wild. After this video, go there. Go to Nerdy Blurb TV. Check it out. I might even put a link in the comments so you guys can find that. But in fact, I might. So let's see. Gordilio says, I don't know that much about Kyle Rayner, so I don't really have a casting suggestion. I know a lot of people don't know about Kyle. A lot of people know. In fact, the one I think that people know the most it's got to be Hal. But if it's not Hal, it's probably Jon Stewart from the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited TV series. He's also in the comics, of course, but people know him from those TV series, which were phenomenal. They were so amazing, so good. I enjoy the heck out of those. I rewatch them all the time. I love those shows. Michael Rosenbaum voiced the Flash in that one. Like, it's just so good. Like, it's so well done. And it kind of like, it piggybacks off of the artistic stylings of like the Batman animated series, the Superman animated series, and then right into the Justice League. And then Justice League Unlimited, adding so many more heroes, just showing the pantheon of amazing characters that DC has, which you almost never hear about, but I'm glad that a lot of these characters are starting to come to light a little bit. So it's going to be really cool to see. And a few more comments before we go on to the next casting. Nerdy Blurb TV says, I too like that guy. I feel like he's a front runner rather than a sideliner. And then Dylan, yes, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I think you were talking about David Henry earlier. And, you were referring to Dylan O'Brien. And then, yikes, too much high praise. No, abso-flipping-lutely. You deserve those praise, bro. That's earned, man. That is good work you're doing out here on YouTube. You inspire me, bro. I want to have my live production quality. Throw pennies into wells, hoping one day the quality may be comparable to the things that you edited quickly and made mistakes on. I hope to achieve that level eventually of quality content. That's what I want. So, let's see. Nostalgia Wars featuring the stuff of legend. Heck yeah, dude. So that's a little bit of a spoilers. I'm going to be on that show. So you guys have to see that show. Nerdy Blurb TV presents Nostalgia Wars, and it's featuring fans like you and me. You and me, right here. Nerds just geeking out about our favorite stuff, and we get to compete in a trivia competition on YouTube. Totally original. By Nerdy Blurb TV, the legend. Go check him out. And then he says, wow, bro, chill, LOL, thanks. And I want to be the king of live streams. I'm not there yet. I get audio problems all the time, but hopefully today it's doing pretty good. So I think it's going well. And I just invested in some more, thanks to everybody buying t-shirts, I was able to invest in some more software so that I could get this. What you're seeing right now is actually my cell phone as a camera through a program, which I can tell you guys about at a different time. I don't want to waste too much time here. But now you're getting different angles. You're getting new stuff. And that's because people are supporting the channel. So I appreciate everything from everybody. You guys are all the best. And thank you to Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV for recommending TeePublic, which was a great, great call. All right, so let's get on with this. All right, next up on the list. I know I say this all the time. I'm going to stick to this 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. Diego Banetta. Louis Miguel, the series, Rock of Ages, Terminator Dark Fate, Mean Girls 2, Scream Queens, Pretty Little Liars, and Monster Hunter coming up. Super cool. I think this guy's really good, really talented. I've only seen him in like so much. I've only seen like clips and stuff. He looks really talented. I mean, people that I've talked to in the fancasting community love this guy. And a lot of people have cast him in this role. I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I had his information right here. 29 years old and 5'9". I think this guy fits the bill. Obviously, I want him to be like clean shaved if he's going to be Kyle Rayner. You got to have that look. It's all about aesthetic when it comes to comic books, in my humble opinion. Shave, grow the hair, dye it black, like jet black. That's what I would want for Kyle Rayner. And I think this guy can pull that off. Let me know what you guys think about this. Diego Banetta down in the comments below. And let's go to the next one. All right. You guys know him. His name is Rami. Last name Malik or Malek. I don't know how to say that. I like Malik. I'm going to say Malik. Rami Malik. Or if it's Raimi. What if it's like Raimi, like Sam Raimi? No, it's Rami. Rami Malik. 39 years old. Again, where the heck is the height? 5'9". I've got it on the side. So 5'9", 39 years old. So he's my height. It's cool. It's national average. And Bohemian Rhapsody, Mr. Robot, Night at the Museum, Papillion. You guys know him from like a ton of stuff, right? He's a really good actor. Everybody likes him. He's one of the biggest names right now. I think he'd do a good job. He's got a unique look, like his face shape. I mean, he's got a glass cutting jaw, like his jaw is super chiseled, but it is a unique shape. And I do think it does look a little bit different than the shape of Kyle Rayner's head and face, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's not. I mean, as long as you can get the hair to look good, look right, then a shaved, clean face should do. Plus, the mask of Kyle Rayner is huge. It's going to cover most of his face anyway. So I think that'll work just fine. So grow the hair out, Rami Malek. You couldn't beat that. I think acting wise, that's pretty spot on. So I would love to see that. And I think it'd be maybe a little bit closer to his role in Need for Speed. I mean, he's like fun. He's kind of a little bit witty. Not to the same degree as like Guy Gardner or anything, but nonetheless, good talent. All right, next up. We have Drew Roy. Drew Roy is 5'10", 34 years old. Thank you for listing his information right here on the Google search. That is a huge plus for me when I'm doing these fan castings, just to have it right there. Falling Skies, The Secretariat, Sugar Mountain, Blood, Sweat, and Lies. Go ahead and reset that clock. The Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson. Ooh, that's yes. I love stuff about OJ. I don't know why. But The Juice. Let's take a look. I think this guy looks a good deal like Kyle Rayner. And I think all it's going to take is that hair. You just got to get the hair. If someone does a Photoshop of him with that same hair, it's going to look spot on. I mean, and plus, like I mentioned earlier, the Kyle Rayner mask covers a great deal of facial structuring. So, like, if you have, like, a difference in forehead, difference in eyebrow, difference in, like, subtle nose shape, like, it's not going to make that big of a deal. Like, I could almost, like, if I lost, like, 50 pounds, I could probably play Kyle Rayner because the mask is going to do the majority of it. I've got a fairly neutral shaped face. Neutral nose. Like, I don't have like a super wide nose. I've got like a moderately roundish, sort of pointed, sort of like, I've got like really ambiguous features, but like you don't need that much for Kyle Rayner. You just need it to not be super like far in one direction. Either like, you don't need a flat jaw. You don't need something like super pointy. You just need something a little in the middle. And that's what this guy's got. So I think this guy's a good pick visually, and I do think he's a good actor. So I think that helps. He's also not the most expensive actor out there, so HBO Max would probably have no problem picking him up. So I like that. I think that would work really nice. I think it might be a very likely pick. What do you guys think? Drew Roy, down in the comments. And Steven Yeun, if I'm saying that correctly. I think it's Yeun, right? The E before U would be Yeun, right? Yeun. That's how you pronounce that? Steven Yeun? I think that's correct. I had a few people say UN, but that would be the U before the E, right? Like, I'm a little confused about it. You guys can be the judge. Don't, crucify me for it. But 5'9", he's my height. That's awesome. 36 years old, a little bit older, but he doesn't look that much older. Now, again, this would be a race bend, but a lot of people are okay with that. A lot of people want this, actually. And in the fan casting summit we did, that was very clearly established, clearly determined that a lot of people want Steven Yeun as one of their choices for Kyle Rayner. Now, and I think this has to do with people not knowing the character. If you don't really know the character and you're just going off the looks and the mask covers from here to here, then yeah, this will totally 100% work. Especially being that he's already got the jet black hair, a little bit longer. People know him for having slightly longer hair. I think it would work. It'd be a pretty easy transition. He's a great actor. Walking Dead, Burning, Okja. I don't know how to say some of these. Mayhem, Sorry to Bother You, Voltron, Legendary Defender. That was a good one. And so is Troll Hunters, Tales of Arcadia. Those are animated, but it's so good. I love those. Those are delicious. Super good to watch. You should check those out if you haven't already. Apologize for clearing my throat. We have check this out. Like you can see, like with the mask on here, it's going to cover the vast majority of his face. Like you just got to shave all this, like this. Me and Steven, you have the same facial hair here. That's funny, but yeah, I think that would work. I mean, I prefer, you guys know me. I am an originalist. Whatever the character is, I want them to remain. I want them to be. I don't want, if you give me anything but Black Storm, I don't want it. If you give me anything but Asians like Sunfire, I don't want it. If you give me anything but Hispanics, Sunspot, for instance, from the New Mutants, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, I want the original. I want what they were written to be, because that's what I know them from, and that's what I like them to be. I want them to feel that way because that's nostalgia for me. That's big. And so it pulls me out of the story if I'm constantly having to like re-image these things in my head. And to me, it's not a big deal with Kyle Rayner because his face is covered most of the time. And I wasn't a huge fan of him in the comics. A few arcs of his, yes, absolutely, but not all the time. I was more of a Hal guy. I liked Guy Gardner, and Jon Stewart is the GOAT. So to me, Kyle was less of an emphasis growing up. I wasn't the biggest, but you can ask Comic Man Jake. Tons of great stories. There was a lot of great stories. There's some things that were like a little frustrating. The introduction of Kyle, because of what they did to Hal, was a bummer, but it turned out it grew from there. It went in a good direction for Kyle. So let me know what you guys think about that. That was like 90. That was like 120 seconds at least. All right, Oscar Isaac, 30 seconds on the clock. I can do this. 5'9", my height, 41 years old, a little old for the role of Kyle, but I wanted to add him on there because, yes, good actor, and I do think that he looks like he could play the part. I mean, you give him the mask. If you're going to go for an older Lantern, which I don't recommend. I don't recommend going for older, but I wanted to add him on this list because he's really good. I do think that it would work. Ex Machina, X-Men Apocalypse. I hate to name that one because that was not his best role, but it wasn't really his fault. I'm already over 30 seconds. So, Star Wars The Force Awakens. I'm going to set it again to see if I can hit a minute. All right. Star Wars The Force Awakens. You guys know him from a bunch of stuff. I'm going to skip that. You can look that up on your own time. But we have here Oscar Isaac. A lot of people do want him for this role. I think he does actually style his hair in the way that does look very Kyle Rayner-ish a lot of the time. You'd have to get him pretty clean shaven because he has a savage 5 o'clock shadow, which I appreciate a great deal. But you'd have to just clean shave him all the time. And then he could be Kyle Rayner. Older. I would prefer a younger Kyle Rayner. So what do you guys think about this? Too old? I'm thinking yeah, but I want to hear from you guys. So let me know what you guys think. And next up we have Nathan Kress. You guys know Nathan Kress, obviously, from iCarly. You guys know him from a few other projects that were here on Nickelodeon. Babe, Pig in the City, Chicken Little, CSI, lots and lots of things. I'm not going to go through his entire list. He's done a lot of work, lots of voice acting too. 5'7", 27 years old. I really enjoy him as an actor. I haven't seen him in a lot as an adult though. I would love to see him again, and I think he deserves to play a superhero. He's a seems like a really cool guy, a really decent guy, and I enjoy his characters. I specifically loved him on iCarly. I would love to see him again in a bigger role. So I wanted to add him to this list because I do think he looks a good deal the part. It would be really cool to see him play the artistic, creative Lantern that was, supposed to take over for Hal Jordan. What do you guys think? No, I'm pretty sure there's no fan art. Maybe this right here. One little fan art next to Jensen Ackles. Could work. I think that's a bad picture that they should have used a much more recent or modern picture of him. But I would love to see him in something ASAP. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Next one up, Aaron Taylor Johnson. This is a little bit more of a, so 30 years old. He is 5'11", and I do think he looks a lot closer to the role, but you'd have to dye his hair black, you'd have to grow it out a little bit, and you'd have to straighten the curls. Those things to me would fix the issue that would be there for as a visual issue. Because I mean, Kyle Rayner, the only difference between the Lanterns is their look. So you gotta, not entirely, but you know what I'm saying. Like when you look at a comic book page and you're like, which one is this? You look at the look first, obviously. So it's a book. It's a picture book. There's pictures for a reason. So we visually identify these characters. I want the look, and I want the look for him. Avengers Age of Ultron, did not see that coming. Well, I don't want to see that coming again. I want Kyle Rayner to last for a while. So maybe we can get him, the guy from Kick-Ass, the guy from Kick-Ass 2, Nowhere Boy, Anna, I don't know how to say this one, Anna Karenina. He's been in a ton of stuff I've not seen, but also Godzilla 2014, which is a good movie. I really like that. And there's no, there are some images here. Actually, a lot of people haven't fan cast for Hal Jordan, which I do think could work. I think that he could do Hal Jordan for sure. He could also do Guy Gardner. This is actually a good image here for Guy Gardner. I like that. But that's not why I'm here today. I am casting for this guy right here, Kyle Rayner. I think it'll work. I think we can make it work. And I think he's a good actor who I really like. I would love to see him in a superhero role that doesn't die in the first film he's in. That'd be delicious. That'd be fantastic. All right. Now, Charles Melton. Or, yes, Charles Melton, 6'1", 29 years old. A little bit younger, so he's still in his 20s. I think this one looks really good. He's had long hair for a while, but I think he cut it. But it's still at the length that you would want for Kyle Rayner. I think more so than Steven Yeun, by a long shot, Charles Melton's look looks a lot closer to the character that is drawn in the comic depictions. I like his character. What was it in? What was it? Oh yeah, in The Sun is also a star. He's in Riverdale and Bad Boys for Life. I'd like to see him get a shot at that. That'd be fun. What do you guys think? And again, it is a little bit of race bending, but it's okay. I mean, if you want to go there, he's on the bonus pick list. I have like 7. I think I have 6 bonus. No, 7. What? Yeah, I have 7 bonus choices for this one. And I'm almost to the end. I've got 2 more after this. Let me know what you guys think about Charles Melton in the comments down below. All right. Next, Josh Peck. Now, I know you guys have been wanting to see him in some fan casting for a little while. It's spherical. Like he does all those voices and stuff. I loved him. Drake and Josh is one of the best shows ever. It was loved by every kid that was watching it. But it still holds up. Like you can go back and rewatch. It's just so funny. It's awesome. He was in the Amanda Show as well, which is also where Drake Bell was, where he started. Red Dawn, Mean Creek, Ice Age: The Meltdown, Grandfathered, plenty of things. Yeah, he's 33 years old. I don't think it has his height here. Let me see if I can find that for you, Josh Peck. 5'11", and there's images here for him as Hal Jordan. I think that's a mistake. I think he would be a terrific Kyle Rayner. And partly because a lot of the roles that he's had have been a little bit of a softer spirit. And I think that's, because I think he kind of typecasted himself from Drake and Josh. But in Drake and Josh, he played the brother that, yes, he was, he was more intelligent than Drake. They were caricatured characters. But Josh Peck's character was he was soft-hearted, and he was also he was a little bit more creative. Now, they had him be a little bit more effeminate a lot of the time, where Drake Bell was a little bit more of the masculine and then would shift back and forth to a little bit extra girly, and then they would banter back and forth with each other. So they kind of both played a little bit on that edge, but I think Josh got more of that. And actually, I do think that Kyle Rayner's character is a little bit less male typical, but is significantly, like, in the artistic and creative side, is a lot more well versed, which makes him a better Lantern. Because if what you need is will, and you need the power of your mind to create these constructs, and you are a creative type, you're going to have an easier time creating these constructs, hard light constructs. So I do think that Josh Peck's character would fit the character a lot better than maybe a lot of the people on this list, just because he's had a lot of experience playing that kind of character. And yes, he can be very funny, and yes, he is also he's got his fitness in order. He's looking really good. You just gotta, again, clean up down here, all this, and he's already got the hair. So, like, it'd be super easy transition to do Kyle Rayner with Josh Peck. I'd love to see that. What do you guys think about that? Maybe it's a little bit too characterized. Maybe you can't get your head outside of the Drake and Josh images from when you were younger. Because I remember he was in Red Dawn with Chris Hemsworth as well, and I thought he was pretty good in that. I thought he really did a good job. But I would also love to see him play Kyle Rayner. So, what do you guys think? I appreciate him. Tell me your thoughts. I will check all of these comments right as soon as we hit this, but this is the last one on my list. Lewis Tan, the martial artist and actor, stuntman extraordinaire. He is a boss. Lewis Tan from Into the Badlands, Mortal Kombat, which is... Sorry, guys. It's really late. Mortal Kombat coming up in 2021. Into the Badlands, Once Upon a Deadpool, and Deadpool 2, which is... Once Upon a Deadpool, if you guys didn't know, is Deadpool 2 just Christmasified. So it can be like for the Christmas season, and also PG-13. So they actually cut some of the more raunchy things that push it into the rated R territory. And it actually was still amazing and hilarious. And the Christmas scenes that they added a whole lot to it. It really is totally worth watching that. You should totally check it out. Den of Thieves and a bunch of other stuff. So 6'2", 33 years old. I think he's within the right age bracket that I would want personally, because he can play someone in their 20s even though he is 33. He was in Iron Fist too, but I don't think he got credited for that. But anyway, yeah. So, like, there's images of him here. I think, again, he's got the right head shape, and he looks a lot closer than a lot of the choices to the comic book drawings that are Kyle Rayner. Now, he is half Asian, maybe full Asian actually, but he's from England, I think it is. Yeah, I think he's from, what did it say in his bio? British actor, yeah, model and martial artist. Guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, you know what? I've got some caffeine right here. I do apologize. All right. Oh yeah, look. Yeah. He was in Iron Fist. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know why it doesn't list it here. Yeah, there's like no mention of Iron Fist. Oh, there it is. Way over on the end with no picture. But anyway, he looks a great deal like the character. I think he's a good pick for that. And again, the mask is going to cover all of this. He's ripped. He does all of his own stunts. I think it'd be really cool to get Lewis Tan in there and then have him play that role. It'd be really fun to watch. Anyways, what do you guys think about that? Now, That is my list. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take another second and go through the list for you one more time. What's up with this NordVPN thing right here? I am not sponsored by them, so I'm not going to talk about them. If they want to sponsor me, though, I will talk about them. All right, so here we go. Zachary Quinto. Number 1, Zachary Quinto. Number 2, Tyler Posey. Oh, and here's the art I did for both of them. I'll just give you another quick peek. All right, peek's over. Stephen R Mcqueen. We have David Henry. Darren Chris. Dylan O'Brien. David Castaneda. Or David Castaneda. Yeda. I say that wrong. David Castaneda. Diego Banetta. We have Rami Malek. Drew Roy. Stephen Yoon. Oscar Isaac. Nathan Kress. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Charles Melton. Josh Peck. And Louis Tan. And that is the entire list of my choices. Now, that is all. I want you guys to do me a favor. Hit the comments up. Tell me who your favorite fan castings are for my list. Who are your favorite 1, 2, 3, whatever. And then also tell me who you want to play the role. Maybe I didn't list that name. Maybe it's someone that I totally didn't think of, I just forgot. Or it's someone that's outside the box. Let me know your casting choices for Kyle Rayner in the comments down below. And I'm going to go ahead over. I'm going to switch over my camera. All right, so now I'm back to this one here. I'm going to go ahead and take some comments. So my comments over here on the side show this. Let's see. Where did I leave off anyway? It says, oh, I never thought. Oh, Nerdy Blurb TV says, ooh, I never thought of Raimi. Interesting. Yeah, he was. A lot of people had cast him, to my surprise as well, in the Fancasting Summit. And I was kind of stunned. I was like, oh, hey, that's an interesting choice. I never would have thought of that. Never would have guessed it. But people liked it. People chose it. And I do think it can work, especially that it's an artistic character. It's very like artsy, and obviously these actors in Hollywood, they are artsy types. You almost have to turn down the acting and just bring yourself to the role almost in that way. And then it says, I'm on the Yoon train. Loved him in The Walking Dead. Heck yeah. Nerdy Blurb TV says, Comic Man Jake. Heck yeah. And then Nerdy Blurb TV says, now Oscar is one of my favorites ever, but very expensive. Old, sure, but I think he can pull off younger. Yeah, you know, there's a lot they can do with makeup. Like, people underestimate what is capable with makeup and prosthetics. Not that he would have to do prosthetics, but just like what you can do playing a younger person, playing an older person. It's not that crazy. It's not that far of a stretch, and you don't even have to do much. Like, you could just put a little bit of like foundation of like, you know, the foundation makeup, the baseline, like you can just put that on in the skin tone, and that makes you look so much younger. Like it covers a little bit of the creases in your forehead, like around your eyes and stuff, and like it just softens up your skin, softens up your features, and I think you could do a lot with that, with some shadowing, whatever. I'm not a makeup artist, but my sister was an esthetician for a while, so she knew how to do all that stuff. So I'd ask her some questions. But Nerdy Blurb TV says, all right, I'm heading to bed, my dude. Talk to you later. Yep, later, bro. God bless, bro. I'll talk to you later. And everyone check out Nostalgia Wars on Nerdy Blurb TV, NBTV. Jai Raju Jampa says, bro, you know that no one is watching except me. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And then he has a couple of them that are held for review. And he says, he calls me some names. That's fun. Well, anyway, I think he says, why can't you stop? I mean, I guess I can stop. I can stop this video at any time. I was just taking some comments, so. All right. You know what? I'll take Jai Raju Jampa. I'll take your advice here, and I might just stop. But we'll see what happens here. I wanted to do one thing before we go, though. me see if I can. Oh, is that my cam right here? Sorry, guys. Had to maneuver something around real quick. My screen freaked out on me, so I'm back. I appreciate everything that you guys have done. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I appreciate you tuning into these live streams. It's my favorite part of doing YouTube, is actually just interacting with you guys in the live chat, presenting something, and then also getting to hear your thoughts. That's my favorite, but I do need some help. If you guys want me to be able to invest more time into the channel, I do have a full-time job. I'm working some side hustles to try to get, get more time, more access, availability to be here. You guys have been helping me out a great ton by clicking the link in my description and checking out the merch you see in the corner of this video. In the bottom right of this video, you can see the scrolling of the t-shirts, the mugs, the images of Superman, all those things. I've made a bunch of designs for Power Rangers, Batman, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, DC, everything you can, all of our fandoms that we love so much, Supernatural. I make designs for these things so that you guys can buy some merch. That way it's not just me asking for money, but I offer something for you guys. So if you guys want to buy a t-shirt, buy a mug, something fun for yourself that you can take, hold, wear, something like that, that will also help my channel. That'll help me by getting me paid, and then I can also upgrade, get new cameras, get new subscriptions to, like, I have Photoshop, for instance. I've got my Adobe suite. I pay for memory on Google Drive. I've got all kinds of things that I'm trying to do to help make this project better, bigger, and then I'm also going to be able to get upgrades like the new camera, like those types of things. So I do appreciate it. I've been making some leaps forward. And again, if you don't have any money, don't worry about it. There's 5 things you can do to help me for free. It's going to take less than a second. You just go like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so that you can be alerted right away when I go live next time. And you won't miss a single thing. You'll be alerted every time I go live. And that'll mean the world to me because I love hanging out with you guys. So if you guys want, do those things. If you don't, then just maybe buy yourself a t-shirt. That'd be awesome. So I appreciate you guys a great deal. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the end stream screen. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like what you see, be sure to click the subscribe button. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start making money off of the AdSense, because until I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm not making any money out here on YouTube, except when you click on the link in the description. You can buy yourself a t-shirt, a mug, and those things give me a commission so that I, as the artist of those designs, can get paid, and then I can make better content for you guys by getting new cameras, new stuff, pay for my subscriptions. Those things do directly affect the content, and it affects my ability to make more and more content each week. So I want to try to stay consistent on those things. Please help me out. Thanks. I love you guys so much. God bless, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night or day wherever you are. You're the best. You guys are legends, and I'll see you next time right here on This Stuff of Legend.